guys, Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. And welcome to this afternoon's feeding frenzy. It is Thirsty Thursday, man, and I hope you guys are getting your thirst taken care of. You know, Mike, PC, Q, get your Natter Day on. I know you guys are getting your Natter Day, and we're getting close to the weekend, holiday weekend. A lot of people are going to be off tomorrow, but you know what I do. I work. That's all I do. I just work. So, as always, I'm putting in the work and trying to do as much as I can each and every day. So, today, I want to talk about something here. A lot of people, anytime there's a player out there that gets released, instantly everybody wants to be a Dallas Cowboy. It doesn't matter who it is. I mean, we've talked about Dez Bryant, who says that he wants to make sure he plays this year because he's looking for redemption. It could be anybody. Odell Beckham Jr. Oh, they're going to trade that guy. Let's get Odell. We got more receivers than we can shake a stick at. What do we need more receivers for? Of course, Jamal Adams. We talked about Jamal Adams, but I was kind of pointing out, if you really believe a safety is your thing, you might be better off going ahead and getting Eric Reed because you don't have to give up draft picks for him, and you can probably get him for less money, and that could be one of those situations where you sign him for a year, you let him go, and you get a compensatory pick. And so people have been talking about Jadeveon Clowney, and I'm sure I mispronounced his name because I'm a name butcher. That's what I do. It's what I do, guys. We know I butcher up names, right? But see, they don't seem to mind too much. They don't seem to mind at all because they still love me regardless of what I do. But as we talk about Clowney, who wasn't disappointed last year, I got to tell you, I made a mistake on him because I said he only had 4 sacks last year. It wasn't 4. It was actually only 3. So as we're talking about a guy who originally was looking for $23 million. That's what he was asking for coming off of a 3-sack year. 23 or 24. But we heard that his asking price had gone down. He was now talking about like 17, 18 million. And as you see, he's still unemployed. Then, of course, you heard him say that, I wouldn't mind being a Dallas Cowboy player. I'm sure you wouldn't if they would pay you that kind of money. I'm sure you'd be happy to be a anybody player. Now, we heard that the Cleveland Browns were interested in signing him, but evidently they didn't offer him the money that he feels he's deserving. And I'm not one that is a big Clowney fan. Clowney, as much hype as he received, is a guy who has never had more than 9 sacks. Never. Never. Nada. Not at all. Not even close. But he gets all this publicity like he is, the greatest thing since sliced bread. I think that's one of those players that's overrated. Now, for me, if you deem that you really and truly want to get somebody else to go on the edge, I got a better person that I would rather have instead of Clowney. Now, Clowney had 3 sacks last year, I believe 9 and 9 the 2 previous years. So that's 21 over 3 years. That's averaging 7 sacks a year. I mean, that's not bad. But that's not exactly great. But if we look at Everson Griffin, and I'm surprised actually there's so many guys out there that have a great pedigree that are still unemployed. In fact, I think Minnesota may look at this and say, you know what, maybe if we can get Emerson to come back for a lower price, that maybe we'll go ahead and do that. Because I think that's one of those ones they're trying to play the cards right. Because, of course, you want to get players, especially ones that are familiar with your system, as cheap as possible. Now, when we look at his contract, he was averaging with Minnesota $14.5 million a year. Not exactly chump change, but not bad when you consider that over the last 3 years, he's had 26.5 sacks. Last year, he had 8, 5 more than Clowney. Let me say it again. He had 8, 5 more than Clowney. In other words, you could take what Jadeveon Clowney did and D-Law did, and that equals to what Everson Griffin did. So while everybody's talking about, Clowney, he said he won't be a Cowboy, let's sign that guy. Gotta tell you, you want to get bargains. You want to get players. And this is one of those cases that if you're talking about 1 year, trying to get compensatory picks, it could be Robert Quinn all over again. Right, guys? They're hungry. I haven't fed them all day. So they're definitely... Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. It amazes me that they literally will jump on top of each other's back to get food. So what do you guys think? Still interested in Clowney? Or would you like to kick the tires on Everson Griffin? Oh, by the way, Everson Griffin has about 73 sacks in his career. So, and just as 3 seasons ago had 13 and a half sacks. So you're talking about a guy who's been there, who knows how to play, will cost you less money than Clowney, and doesn't disappear. He doesn't, I'm telling you, he does not disappear, and he stays healthy. That is if you're in the market for another edge rusher. Now you do have Aldon Smith that they seem to be very excited about. He is heavier than what he used to be, but he also looks like he's got his man body. He seems to be headed in the right direction. He seems to be motivated. He's on a 1-year incentive-laden deal, which means he's looking to go ahead and resurrect his career and get things really started, which is great. We should also be hearing sometime soon about Randy Gregory. And I don't know how in the world that the NFL cannot reinstate Randy Gregory because, you're already talking about reinstating Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon, who's been suspended, I believe, 6 times, and you've done away with the marijuana penalties. Follow me? Oh, I got some for you little guys too. I got some here that are too small for the pellets. I gotta give them baby food. We got baby food for the kids. Like, here you go, guys. And you big guys, stop eating. Stop eating. Leave that for baby. So, we already have a little bit of an issue at edge rusher as well because we get Randy Gregory. We also have Tyrone Crawford coming back after double hip surgery. You've got Aldon Smith. You've got my man from JMU. You've got D-Law. Who am I forgetting? Who am I forgetting? I'm forgetting some people. Damn. I'm getting old and forgetful. Damn, who am I forgetting? Tyrone Crawford. Did I say Tyrone Crawford? But anyway, we've got more guys on the defensive line than we're going to be able to sign. So there's that. But as Stephen Jones always says, player acquisition is a 365-day-a-year job. And you want to get people who can improve your team anywhere they come from. Everson Griffin could definitely improve the defense. And I hate to keep pounding this out there, but when you start looking at veterans that might not make the team, I have to say Tyrone Crawford might be the odd man out because of the amount of money he makes. Everson Griffin, Tyrone Crawford. Everson Griffin, Tyrone Crawford. You tell me, Frank. All right, I've got some more work to do. in the workshop. Gotta get this bar ready to go. And looks like the fish are happy right now. Right, guys? You guys happy? You guys happy? Huh? Yeah, you guys are happy. You guys are happy. I swear this is the craziest thing. But they literally swim up on my hand and let me pick them up out of the water. I've never seen this before. I don't know if it's like rubbing their belly or what. Yeah. My fish are crazy. All right, I'll see you guys soon.